make brighter days ahead, and not to let the pain of last year to deter us from the hopefulness of tomorrow. Look, the state of our state, it remains determined. I remain determined. And I just want you to know, we're not going to change course just because of a few naysayers and doomsdayers. So to the California critics out there who are promoting partisan political and power grabs with outdated prejudices and rejecting everything that makes California truly great, we say this: we will not be distracted from getting shots in.
So we want to go back to this because it looks like they've put some type of smoke irritant inside the car in order to kind of coax all the suspect out of the vehicle. And this is being done by the SWAT team there that has formed this perimeter around the car itself. And they've just put some type of irritant, chemical irritant maybe, but what looks essentially like a smoke canister inside the driver's side of the vehicle, of this sedan, in order to bring out the suspect. So this could be ending very, very soon here, because I don't know how long someone in this type of situation can last with all that smoke there in the vehicle. This is Andrew Kraft here with NewsNOW from Fox, taking over from my colleague Daytona Everett, who's been doing such a great job narrating this. But there, yet again, is now another development, because you just saw them kind of with a pull there, put this smoke canister or some irritant of some type into the driver's side vehicle, or window rather. And they're shining lights inside the vehicle. Let's listen to Fox 11 and their coverage to see what they're saying.
More commands. They brought in a K-9 unit, and that may be next. We may see that a K-9 unit goes inside the vehicle to extricate that suspect from the vehicle. Still no movement, at least from what we're seeing, and you're absolutely right. Not a safe environment inside that vehicle with that tear gas being administered. Having broken more of the window. The window was already broken on the driver's side because of those beanbags, those non-lethal beanbags that were shot inside the vehicle early on.
Yeah, I can tell you, as somebody who has covered several protests.
Back door open, back door passenger side open.
Here she comes. Here she comes. Okay, and is she going to?
She's just walking out, just casually, and here they come.
Okay, and they.
Or wait, is that?
Oh my God, is that a child?
That was a child, and we believe that that was a small child there, and we believe that it was just the driver.
Oh man! Okay, now they're pulling this driver out. Wow, a child was in there that whole time.
I wonder if they knew that. I mean, they did. They saw they had the drone video.
Oh my!
Those back windows were tinted out. The child could have been laying down. The drone couldn't see everything. But would have they done that knowingly?
Wow!
With that child inside that vehicle. Wow, is right. What a development here. Hopefully that young boy or girl is okay.
And you think about that child's health. Did they pull the driver out, or does the driver still
I haven't seen the movement, but you can see now that SWAT is definitely, they're making entrance.
Okay, so now we see the front door is open.
Illuminating.
They're looking and we had seen this driver constantly going through a whole bunch of stuff.
That's right.
And so you wonder if this is like a hoarder's vehicle with a lot of stuff in that front. You can see it looks like that. Here's a live picture. Wow, you see what looks like some medical care now being administered.
Well, maybe that was the driver, and just small stature. Possibly. Because they're not detaining. They're not detaining. Look, they're providing comfort. They just patted it. If that was the driver, the suspect, they would not be treating that individual that way.
But yet and they're still focused inside this.
They would have handcuffed. They would have likely tackled that individual. Usually, that's what we see.
unless they know more about this individual than we do, which presumably they do.
Again, detaining though, handcuffing a suspect, doing something. And if it is a female, it's typically female deputies that would do that. That's proper procedure there.
Wow, and there's another live picture
again,
from
and they're
from the
talking.
ground.
They're talking to this individual, and that individual is obviously distressed.
Yeah.
They're not detaining them. If it's a child or not, it's unclear at this time. It appeared that it may have been.
And Marla Tejas, who began our coverage on this back at around 3:30 this afternoon, joining our coverage now. Marla, your thoughts as you see this?
Well, I am trying to confirm if in fact that is a child. That was just stunning to see that, if that really is the case, to consider all the trauma that person had been through since this started. We took it on the air, as Alex just said, about 3:30 this afternoon with Rick Dickert. And here we are almost 4 hours later, but all of those collisions and the bumper cars and everything, and then the tear gas and the Bearcats, how frightening that must be. So I'm trying to get confirmation right now if in fact.
Because now it looks like perhaps that individual could be handcuffed. And that individual is handcuffed, and that could be the suspect. That could very well have been the suspect.
Well, and we saw that white sweatshirt.
That's right.
So
that's right.
So it may just be a really small woman, and
she came out the back seat there, and they may know. I mean, it appears that they may have known a bit more about this individual, how distraught, and she clearly looks distraught at this time, and that standoff. But the way that they handled it was unique in that typically when a long standoff like that goes down and you see all of what unfolded or could have been